What is good? I mean, what is really good, my people? It is UK. Try to brother dr.blick, the darkest man who round and Lord have mercy, man. I am tired, man. I am tired of this, bruh. What I mean I'm tired of this, I'm tired of the complaining. I'm tired of the whining. I'm tired of just seeing me having to repeat myself over and over and over again. But I'm no longer repeating myself. Everything that I want to say about this game, my overall thoughts and opinions about Luffy being the only playable character, my overall thoughts and opinions about the game as a whole in terms of the open world aspects. I see people saying it's not really open world, it's just one island and that's it. Like, bruh, this ain't gonna be GTA. This ain't gonna be GTA. Like, this is not gonna be GTA. And in fact, if you want to put GTA out there, bruh, do you know how many years it took GTA to get a map that big? And you gotta keep in mind, One Piece has to get a game every year because that's how the licensing of One Piece works. Like for Bandai, they have to release a One Piece game every year. So when you really think about it, they're kind of on a limited time schedule. When you really think about it, unless they work on the games 2 years before, or maybe that game has been the big project that they've been hiding underneath the works and all that stuff. But overall, like, they have to release a One Piece game every year, so we're not gonna get that GTA 10 years in the making quality like we're gonna get with Red Dead Redemption. Like, Red Dead Redemption came out in 2010, and like we're here in freaking 2017, knowing that Red Dead Redemption is possibly gonna come out next year. So 8 years in the making, we're not gonna get that for an anime game. So people need to relax on the map size, and on top of that, you gotta keep in mind with this, and this is what people don't understand. You gotta keep in mind, every map, every open world game has a limit. Even GTA has its limits. The map is so big to the point that you're never gonna be like limited. Like, the map is overly big to the point that even though it does have a limit, you're not really gonna what's the right word? I'm trying to think of the right word. It's not really gonna show because of how big the map is. Like, everywhere has a limit. There's a limit to how much space and to where you can go in GTA. It's just that's a big ass limit, bruh. That's a big limit to have in a game like GTA. But like I said, it took them years to get to that point. And it took them years of making the game to get to that point. In order to make online fluid, in order to make the space as big as it is, in order to put the detail in every area, it took them years to get there. Don't think an anime game that is nowhere near in the same stratosphere gonna get to half of what GTA is. So people need to relax on that. And this video may be all over the place, by the way. This is me ranting. I'm just keeping that out there. This video may be all over the place. This is just legit me ranting. Another thing that irks me the most, and this is something that I've been seeing over and over again, is the fact that a lot of people are trying to say that I'm not a real One Piece fan because because I said a game with Luffy being the only playable character can work. Like piss off, bro. Like, legit, like, shut up, bro. Like, the comments that you guys are coming out with is so stupid. Because at the end of the day, when I first heard the news that this game was going to be a game where it's open world and it had only Luffy playable character, I didn't believe it, because I couldn't imagine a One Piece game with only Luffy being the playable character. When Dugan told me this, I was laughing, saying, Dugan, you're high, bro. Like, what you been smoking, fam? What have you been smoking? Because there is no way that they're gonna release a One Piece game with only Luffy being the playable character. But I tried to look at it from their point of view and try to think about what they are trying to do, because at the end of the day, you can want what you want, but when it comes down to a game or a series, you gotta look at it from what they are trying to do and the route that they're trying to go with the game. As soon as you can understand that, you can get in your head whether you feel like this could work, whether you feel like this has the potential to succeed. You can put that all in your head and then come to a conclusion whether this game is worth it or whether this game isn't. I'm in the mindset that this game has potential. You can't sit there and tell me that Luffy being the only playable character cannot work. Like, it can work. Like, come on, let's be honest. It can work. It can still be a good game with Luffy being the only playable character. Obviously, as a One Piece fan, would I like Luffy to be the only playable character? No. Can I do anything about it? No. Because at the end of the day, I see it this way. If the gameplay is good, if the story is good, if I like the overall content of the game, if Luffy has a lot of moves, like I said in that video of why Luffy being the only playable character can work, it mainly boils down to the amount of techniques that Luffy has. Luffy has a lot of techniques that have never even touched the games at all. That have never even touched the games, that we've never even seen in the games. Moves that you don't even remember, because One Piece is a long ass series and Luffy's performed a lot of situational moves and done a lot of situational things to the point that he has so many moves. Like, he has so many moves to the point that they can make a game with just Luffy in it and just give us a variety of moves. Will they do that? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just a guy just legit giving my thoughts and opinions, saying that this game has potential, saying that I'm giving this game a chance. We've only had one trailer and a couple of, like, one real scan confirming what the game is. Other than that, we've had nothing on this game. And a lot of people comparing this to No Man's Sky. They haven't really lied to us about anything. The map is as big as they say it's gonna be. Like, based on the pictures that we've seen, is as big as they're saying that it's gonna be. I don't understand why people are coming at me trying to say that, yo, you're not a One Piece fan. Have you followed One Piece? Like, are you caught up? Like, stuff like that pisses me off. Like, who the hell are you to tell me whether I've seen One Piece or not, bro? Obviously, if you look at my channel, bro, you would see the amount of One Piece videos. You will see the feedback videos. You will see me trying to convince people getting this series. You'll see a lot of stuff of me trying to support One Piece and trying to bring the series up rather than bring it down. At the end of the day, I want to play a good One Piece game, whether it's with all the Straw Hats and multiple characters. I just want to play a good game. Like, I like playing games. I like story-driven games. I like online games. I like playing games, bruh. Whether it doesn't have, whether it has the whole of Straw Hats, whether it has, freaking just Luffy. If it's a good game, it has good content, and I like it, then I don't care. Like, that's the whole point of playing games, to enjoy it, to like it. Like, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that you guys need to calm down. Luffy being the only playable character can still work. Tell me how this game is gonna be bad with Luffy only being the playable character other than not having the Straw Hats. Like, forget about the other Straw Hats. Tell me how this game can suck just from a gameplay standpoint and from the overall game as a whole. I know people are saying that I can't compare it to Spider-Man. I can't compare it to Batman. I can't compare it to, like, games like Superman, if I want to put that out there in the mix, because those games are centered around that one character. That is true. Those games are centered around that one character. I know a lot of people saying One Piece is not just about Luffy, but as a matter of fact, it is about Luffy. It's about Luffy trying to find the One Piece. Yes, you have the other characters and have all these stuff that go on the journey with Luffy, but overall, it's about the adventure and it's about a guy trying to be Pirate King. And who is that guy? That guy is Monkey D. Luffy, bruh. He's the guy trying to be Pirate King. Yes, I would like the Straw Hats to be in the game, but I'm looking at it from their point of view and then put it into my head whether this could work or not. I want people to get that in their head. I'm not saying I wouldn't like the Straw Hats to be in the game. I'm saying that this game can still function and still be good without the Straw Hats. Obviously, it's a letdown that they're not there, but at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make is that it can still work. That's all I'm trying to say. It's early days. Obviously, this can still flop flat on its cheeks, bruh, but it can still work. That's the point I'm trying to make. But for some reason, no one gets that point. Yes, I can't really compare it to Spider-Man. Yes, I can't really compare it to Batman, because those games are mainly centered around those characters only. People are going to those games looking to play as that character, Spider-Man, looking to play as that character, Batman. People go into those games looking to play as those characters, not just a bunch of characters. People go into One Piece looking to play as a bunch of characters. That is how people go into the game. I understand that. But if they're going for that style and they're trying to use Luffy as a vocal point, you can't say to me that it won't work. You can't say to me that it won't work. You can't say to me that if they add the whole free roaming aspect, the whole open world aspect, you can't tell me that you can't get a fun ass game with just Luffy. And other than the fact that you want to play as the Straw Hats and you're saying playing as Luffy will only get boring, you can say that about any other game. Like, I could say only playing as Spider-Man can get boring. Only playing as Batman can get boring. Because at the end of the day, if you look at those characters don't really have as many techniques in terms of gameplay standpoint that Luffy has. Obviously, I'm not saying those games are better. Like, I'm not saying One Piece is like better than Batman and Superman. That's all down to which series you prefer more. I really love Spider-Man. I put Spider-Man above One Piece as a whole. But I'm saying in terms of techniques, in terms of moves that they've shown, Luffy obviously has the more techniques. So if Spider-Man can do it, One Piece has the potential to do it also in terms of just using Luffy. Would it be as good as Spider-Man? I doubt it. I doubt it. But the point I'm trying to make is that this game can still work. That's literally what I'm trying to say. I've been trying to say this for the longest time. You either support it or you don't. If you don't support it, then you can wait until the next One Piece game. I don't want to see people go, yo, I'm waiting for the next game. Yo, I'm waiting for the next game. But if you want to do that, then go ahead and do that. Like I said, you can wait for the next One Piece game, but I don't want to see people put that down in my comment section because it's just stupid. It's legit just stupid because you're not supporting One Piece games. And at the end of the day, One Piece games are on their last legs, bro. How many successful One Piece games have we had? Burning Blood had 50+ characters. Game still wasn't successful. Followed the actual series, still wasn't successful. Barely sold 500k copies. Pirate Warriors was kind of successful. Unlimited World Red, like if you look through One Piece games as a whole, they've barely been successful. Like they are trying. That's what I'm saying. Based on what I'm seeing, they are trying. They are trying, man. And if you guys keep bringing up the fact that, yo, this doesn't have Enies Lobby, yo, this doesn't have Thriller Bark, yo, it doesn't have Alabas, yes, they can make a game doing that, but like I said, they have a limited amount of time, low-key, because they have to release a One Piece game every year, unless Bandai starts stacking up games upon games in terms of preparing them beforehand. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to prepare multiple games beforehand, because at the end of the day, the world that One Piece is in is going to be incredibly big. And if you know Oda's always been a big guy on originality and actually making things original. He doesn't really like copy and pasting things. Obviously he takes a little bit of similarities from other things, but he doesn't really copy and paste the exact same thing. Like if you looked at the movies and the landscape, the way the villains are designed, the only thing that's really similar are the female characters, especially the skinny ones and the fat ones. They either look like fat like Big Mom, or they look skinny like freaking like freaking Nami build, or freaking Nico Robin build. You guys get what I mean? That's pretty much the point I'm trying to get. Like, just calm down, relax. Hopefully I got my point across. I know this video was all over the place, but I'm tired of seeing these comments of people complaining, saying next One Piece game. Like, if you want to say next One Piece game, you don't need to announce it because no one cares. Like, no one legit cares. If you want to say on to the next one, on to the next one, no one cares. Like, legit, no one actually cares. Like, what is necessary with that comment? If you want to say on to the next one and then you explain why, then that's fine. But no one does that. They just rant and rant. Okay, not really rant, bro, but they just complain and complain with no reasoning. If you complain, put a reason why to complain. Yes, so Straw Hats are not in the game. That is a good reason. But how does it make this game bad other than the game just being One Piece? How does it make the game bad other than it just being One Piece? I want detail. I want you to give a valid explanation. If you got a valid explanation, then I vouch for you, bro. I can see where you're coming from. I'm a One Piece fan as well. I want Law to be on the game. Like, I legit want Trafalgar Law to be on the game, bro. But he's not. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And this is not gonna be a One Piece, like the only One Piece game. That's like, this is most likely gonna be the only One Piece game that just has Luffy. Other One Piece games are gonna have other characters. They are trying to do something new, and I'm open to see where they're going with this. I'm open-minded. I've always been open-minded, and I'm trying to look from their point of view and see whether I feel like it can work. And based on all the stuff I've seen, it looks like they're going in the right direction. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. Hope you guys can get the message. I know this video is slightly long. I know I was all over the place. At the end of the day, if you want to say that onto the next One Piece game, I'm not buying this, yada yada yada, explain why, other than the fact that Luffy's being the only playable character. Explain why, other than the game being offline only. Explain why. Explain how it makes the game bad, other than them not being playable. How does that affect the game as a whole? Like, is it gonna be a bad game without the Straw Hats? Can it still be a good game without the Straw Hats? That's all I want to know. And if it can't, explain to me why, other than the fact that it is One Piece and those characters are pivotal to the series. Because I know that they're pivotal to the series. All of us know this. If I had the choice, I'll put all the Straw Hats in the game. If I had the choice, I'll make this game online as well. But I don't have the choice. It is what it is. We, as a community, need to give constructive criticism and do what the game and help the game to improve in a positive way. Not just complain and say I'm not buying this. Oh, Luffy's the only playable character. I'm not buying this. Yes, Luffy's not the only playable character, but what else can we do? Does the game not look fun? I know you're saying it's gonna be repetitive, but based on the trailer, it looks like they're gonna have a variety of things. At least wait until you see the news. At least wait until we get more information. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's literally all I'm saying. Alright, that's it, man. Dr. Blick, and if you like the video, if you like it. If you don't, then obviously the dislike button's there for you. But as a whole, guys, I want to know what you guys think about this. If you think I'm wrong, explain why I'm wrong down in the comment section below. And yeah, I want to understand where you guys are coming from. Yes, I do understand that Luffy's the only playable character, but can you make a One Piece game, or can you make a game with just Luffy and make it work? If they're trying to go for Batman or Arkham Knight route, then of course it can work. Because those characters, like, in my opinion, don't really have as many moves as Luffy does. Maybe Spider-Man has the potential to have a lot more moves than Luffy, because Spider-Man is just a great character as a whole and really unique in terms of what he can do and in terms of what they can do with him, and especially the way Insomniac is doing Spider-Man PS4. That game's looking clean, and that game is a game for a lot of people to be hyped for. But if they can do it like that, and or at least get it close to that level, then you can have a pretty decent One Piece game still. That's all I'm saying. And I'll catch you next one, guys. Bye.